on. Hey there, folks. Good to see everyone in here. And we got JD that's coming in shortly, but in the meantime, we got Ray3473, the gaming cyborg, and Vet Cloud Gaming with us. How's it going, guys?
PlayStation.
Going good. You got the most important one here. It's all good.
Important one. Important one. Where at? I don't see him. I don't.
You know, that's what happens with old age. I mean,
what
sight goes first.
I see you. I see you got that. I see you got that egg shade, man. Lift that up. Let me see that egg shade, man.
Ah, shit.
think that you do for a cleanup. You got some spider webs going on, like behind you.
Yeah, well, that's not my fault. That's Sony. They don't have time to clean when they're selling so many consoles.
So, how are you doing, guys?
Hope
you had a good week.
Yeah, man, it's been awesome. Awesome.
Oh, gosh. Shit, I'm gonna have to change my background.
What is it?
He said, "Oh shit, Vet Spider-Man unloaded his web behind you."
Yep.
It's got them butt cobwebs, man.
Oh man. So JD's coming in a bit later today. So did Vet, but technical problems brought him in on time, apparently.
Yeah.
That happens. So let's just do a round table and then we'll check with JD once he makes it. So Ray, what have you been up to? What's going on with you?
Oh man, rehabbing the leg, napping, but I've been playing a lot of let's see, Red Dead Online. Been playing what else? I've been playing a lot of Siege, and then on my PS5, playing football, getting ready for the new Madden, getting ready. Woohoo, Niners!
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, don't let Jeff hear you say that now.
Whatever. And then been playing a lot of Scarlet Nexus too, man. Love
Make
that
him
game.
fall of his rocking chair.
Yeah. So that's what I've been up to, man.
Awesome. That's all good. What about you, Ed?
Just usual stuff. I did Watchdog Legions, the Bloodlines episode, but I did it on GeForce Now today for like 3 hours. I lost track. I was gonna be done at like the 2-hour mark, but I got sucked into the story, so I just kept going until I got to a point where I just needed to take the break. And it was like when I looked at my time, it was like, oh, I'm at well past the 3-hour mark. So between that, I did the Olympics games Tokyo thing on Stadia, which was really fun. And then I probably dove into some Red Dead just to kill people, but a lot of my time has been spent in Watch Dogs Legion lately. So.
Nice.
What you been up to?
Myself, been playing more Assassin's Creed Valhalla as usual on PS5 on that nice machine here that someone doesn't have.
I don't. I got one. I got one of these. I got one of those. Just disappears. Right. Boom. Just disappears when it goes near a PlayStation.
I've also been enjoying some Fall Guys. And man, that game is fun.
I played that. I played it on my PS4 on PlayStation 4. You can get addicted to that, but I'm frustrated.
I'm frustrated.
I quit it because I'm terrible. I can only get to like the second round.
No, man, these damn kids knocked me off the platform, man. I'm tired of that. Cheaters. You got cheaters, man. You got kids knocking me off the platform, and I missed the cut. I'm pissed off, so I gave up on the effing game.
I got this close to getting a crown once on stream. And
oh, nice.
No, it's fun. I thoroughly enjoy it.
That's not a game that I should play with my rage problem. Like that. Yeah, I think you have to have patience for that. And someone like me, that is not a good game to play.
It's the kind of game you have to be cool with failing on.
Yes, man. I made it right at the edge, and some fan or some booby trap they had blew my ass off. And then, like I said, guys ain't courteous, man. Let the old man kind of get through. Don't knock him out of the way and knock him off the platform and keep going. But anyway.
I will
it's all
say
part
though
of the
that I
fun.
did watch. I was watching Ash's last night playing Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh,
For I watched him play that for 2 hours or so. That is an amazing.
Gorgeous.
no, man, I saw people
Oh my
crash.
God, it is.
I saw people
I
crash.
did. I saw that too. I saw that epic crash, but I'm just saying Microsoft did wonders with that game. That is a beautiful game.
Yeah, and the map is all in the cloud, by the way, for this game. So
Mhm.
your plane is all loaded locally, and we actually thought it would load in the cloud yesterday, but actually it's in the future it'll happen. It's just we know it will be on the cloud, but your plane, everything you're doing is loaded locally. But the map, it's using Bing Math from Microsoft,
Mhm.
and it's using the cloud technology to deliver the map to you as you're playing with real-time weather and satellite imagery. It's really gorgeous.
Animals. I mean, yeah, it is. It is
Best
amazing.
flight sim game ever created.
Well,
Hands down.
it's because my job in real life, I'm an avionics technician. I fix aircrafts, and it is used in many aspect of aviation. So pilots can actually legally use that game to count their hours so they don't lose their license at the end of the month for a certain amount. I think it's a certain percentage, and they have to do real life maneuvers in a real plane if they don't want to lose their license. But that's the game they use within simulators that are built for that, but it's still the same game. So it is a game people have been complaining that, oh, you're buying a DLC for a plane and it's costing you $25 for that DLC. You're not paying that much. You're paying $25 for a recreation of an aircraft to the screw where everything is made 100% the same, and every single parts of the aircraft. It is a lot of work to do that for a very small public to whom it is actually addressed.
That's a lot. I mean, if you look, I mean, Ash, he had a drone that was able to, while his plane was still flying, the drone would literally, he could take that anywhere in the world, but he flew it all the way down, but was able to fly into the plane. And the detail in that plane with the seats and everything was it was phenomenal.
The screws are inches, not even inches, it's millimeters accurate. You'll find exactly the same details if you go in the plane. You take a picture from Flight Simulator, look at the plane, you measure the scale and all that. Everything is positioned exactly the same. I've actually got myself some qualification on the aircraft fixing through Flight Simulator.
Nice.
So,
well, the crazy thing is I tweeted something out with that game because they pushed an update today for the PC version of it. But they said one of the updates, they actually had footage of it that I didn't actually read all of it to see it. But one of the guys that after the update was pushed out it was a i7 9th generation processor, but it was an RTX 2060, and his frame rates went from 20 to 25 to almost 60 after that update went through.
Hey, put up Rodella's comment.
Oh yeah. After that, I'll go back through the comments. I just wanted to be.
People complain about Flight Sims DLC, but are okay with $70 remasters of old games with no free upgrades. Crazy Works will live in. Guess what, Rodella? Screw them both. God damn it! I got both middle fingers flipping both of them off.
What's that game that everybody keeps buying that they bought for PlayStation 3, 4? They'll buy for the PS5 and the 6. Yeah. But they're going to complain about that, but they ain't got no problem. I get his point, though. They're the ones that will complain about that DLC, but they won't hesitate to buy GTA 5 for every system it's on.
To that question, are the DLC community made, though? On the PC versions, some are community made, some are actually professionally made. Some of the DLC are made by Airbus or companies that make those aircrafts.
That cost the professionals cost.
Yeah.
So because it's not a game; it's a simulator. You can use it as a game, but its purpose is a simulator, and that's how it got so good. Because let's say, for example, you need a certain amount of hours to qualify your flight. Well, if you take a large aircraft like a big Airbus with full of passengers, but you just want to do like some flights to get your qualification, like get off the track, land, get off, land. You do it multiple times. You're not going to do that on a flight with passengers. So pilots need to do that stuff. But if you fly for a few hours, a big plane like that, you're burning anywhere between 25 and 50,000 pounds of fuel for like a 5-hour flight. That's a lot of money. So just that, you're paying the game really well. So now
somebody had asked me, like, when was the last version of Flight Simulator I played? I was like, I had to think for a minute. I was like, I think when DOS was still a thing. So I'm like, the 80s? I don't want to age myself, but I know it was a Microsoft Flight Simulator. I was like, I think it was on floppy disk at that time. So
and on other news, still more Xbox side, I did get my invitation for Halo Infinite, so I should be able to test it this weekend. But unfortunately, well, good news, my mom is visiting over the weekend. I haven't seen her in over a year and a half, but it happens to fall the same weekend as the technical preview for the game.
Check my emails.
You didn't check your emails? So let's go around the chat to see what's going on there. So we got Mr. Paul Bayron plays.
Paul!
Good to see you. Are we ready, peeps? Hope everyone is well. I am busy, but well. And we got Sednar in the chat. Oh, and we got someone joining us.
Yeah.
What the hell is
I'm
that?
going to hide myself in there. Yo, what's up, JD?
Oh,
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up, JD?
Yeah.
So, we're going to go around the chat, and we'll be back to you, JD, to see what's going on with you, man, since we went around for everyone.
Yeah. It's cool. Hey, yo, chat, go ahead and get it in.
And who else we got? Who's that guy?
I don't know. Keeps letting that guy in the chat room. God.
And we have Rodella, Flight Sim for the win. CloudStationTV is in the building.
That's right. Yeah.
Good, always good to see you, Rodella. That about it. So yeah, he was talking about the DLC, but
he got a new one in there he's got a new one, Rodella. The Flight Sim actually makes me want to play farming simulator. Let me tell you, man, I'm from North Carolina, okay? I'm from North Carolina, all right? And I had to go summertime with my grand folks. Yeah, I've done my farm simulator.
Lawn mowing simulator. We have Maker of Chaos in the chat. What's going on?
Maker.
Not gonna lie, a bit jealous. Would love to try it out. It'll come to the cloud eventually. It's already announced. Or unless he was talking about Halo Infinite, because I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. Been an inside member for years now. I've only been since they announced the technical demo. I got my invite. Sorry, don't want to rub it in, but I don't know. I don't actually.
He's rubbing it in, folks.
I do know a little bit how the selection. We're
Yeah.
scanning for the hardware. Yeah, I got the old Halo.
I don't
5,
even play Xbox, but I still got an invite.
Yeah, the way they do it, it's like sometimes you've been a member for a very long time, but you happen to have a rig that's more common.
I guess it's not as bad. I saw somebody was commenting on Twitter about the when Google was giving out the crowd play betas with the free Olympics game and giving it to an individual that posted a comment about it, and then everybody was like, "Oh, this guy doesn't even like Stadia and is probably one of the biggest haters." And I'm just like, and you wonder. And then there's people who are like, "Well, I didn't get one either," but they're commenting on that post, and I'm like, "That's why you didn't get it." Stadia ain't dumb.
It's I know who you're talking about, but
I don't want to name names, but yeah.
Yeah. But the reason he might have gotten it, I'm just gonna say the reason he might actually have gotten it is not because he's through and through hater, but he's been calling actual facts on Stadia and not bringing the narrative of hate. So it's really how you bring your stuff. It's
If
being
you guys
true
don't-
about
That's
something.
why Xbox got you. Look, they got you into the cloud stuff and hook, line, and sinker. They said, see, come to the dark side.
if you guys don't get on that Halo, at least try getting on that Back for Blood beta coming out August 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already started. They already started the pre-orders, haven't they?
Yep. Yep.
Flight Sim runs up 120 FPS on Series S and X. If you have a TV monitor that's 120 Hz and VRR, it's insane. Series as a little beast. Yeah, I heard some good stuff about that. But yeah, it's some of the games coming out this year, including Halo Infinite. It looks really interesting. And also, you mentioned on August 5th, there's a Back for Blood demo, which I'm not sure. I think I actually got the invite for it through Intel.
I got something in my email. I'm checking. I got a lot of stuff to try out come August, guys. August,
Yeah, but
August
also 5th. One that I'm really looking forward to for August 5th
I know
is
what
X
you're about to say.
Defiant.
Yes. Woo!
I want to get in that demo.
There you go.
But now we went around the chat, so let's see. JD, what's going on, man?
Man, look, I did the Mortal Kombat 11 tournament on Sunday and 3 hours long. But man, it was a blast. It was a fun time. Go check it out on my channel if y'all haven't seen it yet. And we got a new winner, man. And if y'all been watching the past the last two, we had Ragnar win both of them. But this time he got knocked out pretty early in this one. So yeah, it's not the same person.
It was rigged. It was rigged.
There can only be one.
And Jade was the character of choice for this one. So
Really?
yes,
Wow.
yeah.
All right, I'll go check that out.
Yeah, but that's what I've been up to.
That's awesome stuff.
Wanting that 49ers garbage, man. Come on now.
Your team got a name yet? Which team?
We will next year.
should be called the Washington Guardians, man, like Cleveland.
My God,
Washington Guardians have the Washington Guardians.
Don't even get me started on the Cleveland's. Between the name and the elementary school grade logo that was designed, good God, I guarantee you I could have gone on the show 21 and designed one that would have looked 10 times better than that garbage. I'm not even a Cleveland fan, but I felt embarrassed to be one associated with watching baseball for that crap.
They wanted the Cleveland Spiders. I would have went with the Cleveland Spiders and go with a spider logo or something, but
yeah, they would have wanted the logo behind me, but
it would have been financed by Sony after.
Sony would have shut that down in a heartbeat.
A spider is not. Wait a minute. A spider is not patent. You can do a spider. You can do a spider.
I'm sure they could have gotten the same. Man. I'm sure they could have gotten the same third graders to design it. It would have looked great.
Yeah, it is horrible, man. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Cleveland? What the hell?
Let's go. I mean, come on now. I guarantee. Let's go on the show and download the updated logo because I bet you it'll look better. Someone could have probably already made it. And it'll still look better than the crap they showed us.
Have you seen the new hockey team, the Seattle Kraken? And I thought it was going to be like a beast. It's a effing, it's a S.
Seattle's getting a.
I don't understand.
It's a S.
Yeah.
With a.
Yep.
Where you been, hockey? Come on, Canada. Come on now.
Yeah, Quebec has been trying to get their hockey team back, the Quebec Nordiques, for so long. They actually built the arena.
They felt bad for Seattle because they don't have anything.
Well, they got rid of the bat. What are you talking about? Seattle's got teams, man. Seattle.
They don't have anything that wins. They don't have any winning teams anymore.
Sonics, but Seattle Kraken. And guess what, man? I don't know, man. The logo is horrible.
Right.
Sorry.
It's a big city.
It's a good name. It's good for cracking jokes.
The Kraken is a sea monster, man.
Oh, man.
Not an S with a mouth on it.
That's probably because Disney said, no, you're not going to use any kind of logo because we'll just say it's part of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know who's doing these logos, man, but damn.
I'm telling you, it's my 4-year-old could probably do better logos.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
This is getting out of hand. So, what about we talk about some news?
yeah, what's going
PlayStation
on?
stuff, because I'm pretty sure I heard a bunch of news lately.
There's a lot going on. Just trying to retrieve it because apparently I closed that one. But we got the PlayStation Plus games for the new month.
Yeah.
Show it.
Let me just share the screen. Here, it's loading. Sorry. Here we go. We already pretty much knew about this. Hunters Arena Legends, as this is interesting. It's PS5 and PS4 game on PS Plus, because that's something we've seen lately. When there will be a PS5 game, and it's actually just PS5, and PS4 bunch doesn't get it. But now for this month, we get PS5 and PS4 for Hunters Arena Legends, which is kind of a melee battle royale with PvE elements in it, and we showed raised balls on it.
Right, I was going to say there's something wrong with that picture.
I don't have the picture around, but we had a nice picture the other day.
Oh no! See, I ain't playing that game. Oh, that's the game. Hell no! I ain't even downloading that game. Nope. It's got bad. Gives me bad memories. Gives me bad memories.
And there's Tennis World Tour 2, which is
awesome
quite a bit
game.
of fun.
Awesome game. But that's the game right there, dude. That's
Plants
the game. Look at
vs. Zombie Battle and
that pea shooter.
Neighborville.
And I love the pea shooters. Wait a minute.
I've never played it. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that some kind of a shooter arena like Call of Duty game, but with Plants vs. Zombies?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Love Plant. That was me and my son. Me and my son played the hell out of Plants vs. Zombies. Dude. Love that game.
Actually, happy to have a tennis game. Yeah.
Yeah, that game is awesome.
I think it's an interesting selection this month, especially with Hunters Arenas, Ray.
Shut up, Doctor.
Okay, sorry, Ray. But yeah, some gorgeous looking games this month, so that's pretty good. So those are the PlayStation Plus games for the month. Any comments for you guys on this?
Good games, man. You guys should check them out. Those are, you got a fighting game, you got a sports game, and you got a multiplayer kind of cartoonish platform game, family game. So all around a great combo of games. So yeah. Shut up, JD. You know what I mean by a pea shooter? I ain't talking about that type of pea. I'm talking about the peas that you eat.
Mm-hmm.
So
you should just
and we got a gaming Ryzak in the building. What's going on, Ryzak? By the way, tomorrow evening I should be on Ryzak's channel, part of his Game Over show. So it's the semifinals.
DrSpaceman, I got money on you. I got you winning the whole tournament. Don't let me down. I got
the
you.
Bookies don't lie. The bookies I've been talking to, that's you favored.
I got you beating Clive.
Really?
Being the champion. Yes. You heard it here, folks.
So tomorrow I'll be against King Ejimix, so it should be interesting. And while Clive will be going a bit before during the day, he'll be going against Bryant Chappelle from the North Report. So some very interesting matches going on. Ryzak got quite a show going with his Game Over. So good job on this, Ryzak.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
Yes,
Be sure to go look at
Tommy
this.
got something.
Got some superstars.
So now there's something else that ties up to a news we already talked about in the past that came out last Thursday. And it's if you got a PS5, you can log in and unlock 6 months of Apple TV Plus for free. Now, I did notice a while ago they're selling the PS5 DualSense controller on Apple.com, on the Apple Store. So, and you can see other controllers on there, but it's mainly like third-party stuff. And the DualSense is the only mainline computer on there. And also, we know there's been compatibility of the DualSense on the iPad and also iOS that's coming together right now. So now we see more partnership or more collaboration between PlayStation, either Sony or PlayStation and Apple. So it'll be interesting to see what's up with that if there's further collaboration in the future. Have any of you played the new Shadow of the Tomb Raider PS5 patch? I haven't.
I heard about it.
I have not.
I've seen comments about it. But,
yeah, I heard about it.
Looks and plays amazing.
I heard good stuff about it.
I wouldn't know.
Pretty cool.
See, you're in front of PlayStation, you need to turn around and say, please give me a PS5.
I ain't going to say nothing. I'll just walk in and take what I want.
All right, you're going to get arrested.
Good luck, because they don't even have PS5s over there. They're not even able to get them.
I'll just have DrSpaceman pick one up at GameStop in Canada for me. Seems they've got them in stock.
You know what you're going to have to do, man? You might just have to just order you import, get you a Japanese, a Chinese, or something. You know, hey,
yeah, order a PS5 from Wish.
But I had to do that. I have a Japanese Dreamcast.
Well, no, like I said, I'll sit. DrSpaceman can stop at GameStop and pick one up for me.
It's actually
GameStop will be in Canada by the end of 2021.
It's actually called EB Games right now, but it's the same company, but they're switching over to GameStop.
Well, this is funny, but EB Games was at my mall, and then they changed it to GameStop, and it was just crazy. It took me a while to call it GameStop because I was always used to EB Games. So
we also have both over in Canada a long time ago, but GameStop acquired EB Games, and because there were more EB Games in Canada and more GameStops in the US, they decided to stick with one name per country and split it up. And now they're actually like picking one name and all bringing everything together, so it's going to be GameStop everywhere.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with Best Buy over in Canada, and there's a Future Shop, another electronic store that we had here. Quite a while ago, Best Buy bought Future Shop, and they actually shut down every Best Buys there were in Canada and only kept the Future Shop because that's the brand that was known. And a few years ago, they actually changed all the Future Shops into Best Buys. So exactly the same strategies that's going on.
I knew there is a way that you can get you a PS5. I know some guys out here in Oakland, California. The store display that's in the front, you make sure that the manager's not looking, and you pick up the whole display and you run and you make sure you got a car waiting out front to throw it in and then drive off. No,
oh man.
But any words about the Apple deal with Sony for the PS5 6 months?
I actually showed it to my wife. I showed it to my wife, and I was like, "Babe, we gotta jump on this right away." So I actually talked to her last night about it. So
I think it's a very interesting business move. It's bringing value to the PS5 because now you get 6 months of Apple TV Plus. You get the PS Plus collection, which is a lot of very great games. And there's a bunch of other stuff you're getting with this.
But it's Apple's getting involved more now as well because it's putting their name out there. which is interesting because
Well,
it's not something they normally.
It's
not something they normally do. So
it's a win. It's a win-win for both guys because you're giving something to your PS5 players, that the owners of the PS5, and then Apple. Come on, people. Once the 6-month subscription is over with, you know what they're hoping for. They're hoping for
there's enough on there. There's enough.
Yeah,
there's enough exclusives on Apple Plus. Like if you have kids and you like Charlie Brown, guess what? That's the only place to see it. Apple's got the exclusive rights to all of the entire Charlie Brown franchise. They've got all kinds of kids stuff on there.
It's good to see Apple doing that move because it used to be in order to watch Apple TV Plus, you needed to have a Mac or Apple TV box, or like it was set to only those devices. Now you have it on the Chromecast with Google TV. You got it on the PS5.
Yeah,
they're branching out to multiple devices. So
but you know where they're still not available though.
Up.
But where they're still not available though is Android. Besides the Google with the Chromecast with Google TV, that's literally the only version of Android that you can watch. You can't. Phones?
It'll be coming in the future.
Nope. Windows.
Because it's an Android version of the app.
Right, and it'll be interesting to see if it ever makes its way, if Apple allows it to show up on PCs.
I'd be curious to know if anyone was able to sideload it on an Android phone.
I've tried before, but it doesn't. I have
Mm.
tried before to get access to it. I've gotten the APK file, the Android version, but as soon as you open it up, it automatically can tell that it's not Android TV, and it will not work. Unless there's a way to modify things, which I don't know about, there's literally no way to get it to work on a tablet or a phone. It knows whether or not it's on Android TV.
Makes sense.
And it will explode in your hand.
Yeah, well, pretty much. Melt your internal graphics card.
Just like Mission Impossible. But it doesn't warn you of the auto-destruction.
Pretty much just it makes the battery explode.
Thank you, JD, for sending me the reminder here of something else that just happened.
Yep.
New milestone: PS5 sold 10 millions, fastest selling console ever. So,
I thought it was Xbox. That's what
congratulations! So, Xbox is the fastest selling Xbox ever. PlayStation 5 is the fastest console ever.
Ooh,
selling.
That's pretty telling. Give it a PS2.
Wait a minute, you got to put that globally. Global.
Ooh, globally, not just America.
Yeah, it's global.
Yeah, this ain't an American thing.
That's around the world. 10 million consoles.
That is crazy.
That's
even with
lot.
the chip shortage, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Even with Vet not even able to get one.
Well, if they had gotten one, if I had gotten one, they would have had to put that 10 million in one.
10 million in one.
I finally got one.
China helped out a lot. Europe helped out a lot.
It's not even the countries, it's how the supply is available because it's still sold out everywhere.
You know what, though? I put a lot of it on like places like people on like Twitter that literally sit there and wait for the sales, and live stream when they go live helps out a lot. Like they got advertising from content creators to help push the sales. Recall people doing that and helping trying to make Xbox sales.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. 6.5 ain't nothing to boo boo at. That's still a lot of consoles, as well.
I don't remember who it was. Someone made a point about the fact that because the Xbox, the Series X, it's the same. You cannot find it in store. It's sold out everywhere like crazy on top of that.
Yeah.
But someone pointed out the fact that the upgrade we've seen on xCloud, they actually needed the processors from the Xbox Series X to do that upgrade. So while Sony has been pushing units in people's hand, Microsoft has been busy splitting up the supply in two. Half goes in consumers' hand, the other half goes on their server blades. So they've been busy. Basically, that number's been lowered because they were working on the cloud solution.
Yeah, pull up Maker of Chaos's Japan sold a lot for sure, but Xbox sucks at the Eastern market, and that's, I mean,
Yeah.
That's it's been that way though.
it's been that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
While
Yeah,
it's
and
true-
they've been. I give them credit though. They've been trying to get into that market. They just can't. PlayStation's got the lockdown there, and they just have not been
And
able
Nintendo.
to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
But-
you got like two main companies that you've got to fight. You have to fight over Nintendo and Sony, and that's a hard thing to do.
But
So
that's the thing. It's hard to make a comparison right now of the one sold 10 million while the other one sold 6.5 million because they're both sold out. Of course, there's a Series S that's still available in some stores. But if we're comparing just the Series X and the PS5, they're sold out everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's more a war on supplies than a war on sales, if you understand what I mean. So-
I think even if there was, and I'm just keeping it real, even if there
Mhm.
was no shortage of chips, they would still do better, man.
Exactly.
PlayStation
They would be
has
even
research
more.
costs.
Let's keep it real.
They would sell even more.
They would
Well,
sell even
but-
more,
but
dude.
my-
They would
But the
kill
thing
it.
is, you got to think though. Xbox is they're working on other things as well, though. That's the thing is it's not. Yeah, they're working on the consoles, but they brought that console experience to the cloud, and they're working on getting it on the cloud version to run on the older generation, the last gen stuff. So their time is like split everywhere with trying to get that Series X to run in the cloud and on the old consoles, through the cloud. And then you're trying to still get the consoles themselves, the Series X ones out. Like it amazes me that they got that. If they didn't have to worry, if they weren't focused on cloud stuff, I think they would have had more number. Their numbers would have been higher.
They probably might have been able to match what Sony is currently, just because we're not yet where we're reaching the totality of the market. We're at the early adopters that were able to jump on the units available. So if you add 5 million PlayStation 5s on the market tomorrow and 7.5, what was it, like 8.5 million units of Series X on the market tomorrow, you're going to end up with 50 millions on both sides sold because they're going to sell out very quick still. So
We're never gonna know what Xbox sells for real in those units because they stopped counting or stopped. They didn't stop counting, but they stopped sharing that publicly. And that was analysts estimated that Microsoft has sold through that many Series X and S units. So we will never know what the official Microsoft numbers are looking like, but it is a step in the right direction. They're doing something different and they're doing something better than they were during the 360 and the X1
Definitely.
era.
Definitely.
it is
Yeah.
definitely a good thing that they're tackling the cloud hard on already. Even though myself, I'm still getting crappy performance for xCloud, but it's because of where I live.
Bro, I know I like Vet we play baseball. Holy cow. I'm just amazed every time I play that baseball game, and I'm just like, these got to be these Series X blades, man.
Oh, hey, well, it is.
Holy cow.
It is because, like I said before, when I played the baseball game, the easiest way to tell what version you're playing of MLB The Show is try to go to the creator, the Stadium creator. That you can't play the Stadium creator on anything but a Series X or a PlayStation 5. It is a next-gen exclusive feature to that game, and the fact that I can do that in the cloud tells me right off the bat that's one of the Series X versions out there. And the fact that it runs as well as it does now it still blows my mind with that. Like it amazes me sometimes when I'm playing that game.
And it's funny that we're talking about like which is doing better, which consoles we should be getting, which are selling. Because one of the news that just came out today is this. Jim Ryan says PlayStation is looking forward to working with Nixes on PC games. So PlayStation, like, if you subscribe to Game Pass, you actually get the PC version of a lot of the games, like all of the first party games that are coming out right now have a PC version. You can install them on your PC. Same goes for a bunch of third party like EA games. A lot of them you can install on your PC. And now Sony we've seen the news not too long ago that they acquired Nix's, it's a studio that specializes in doing PC ports of games.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who brought Marvel Avengers to PC.
Right.
And now they just confirmed that the purpose of that studio within PlayStation Studios is to take the PlayStation games and bring them to PC.
Well, and I love that, look the image they throw up there with all of the games. I mean, you've got MLB, you've got God of War, literally everything that their franchises are sitting there that you could port over.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I had always said when I saw that MLB The Show was going to be on Xbox, I said it's only a matter of time before we see that end up on PC. It's just a matter of time. Because I said, look, 2 years ago, ask yourself, would MLB be on an Xbox? And I can guarantee you everyone would have said no. So the fact that it is tells me at some point in time, we'll see that end up on PC as well.
All of these can end up on PC. And I know some might pick up this little guy that's really console tied. It actually might end up on PC with its own entry of PlayStation PC Universe, having Astro exploring the PC. Because right now they're doing large investment in Studio Sobi, who made that game. They're growing the team and they're working on new titles for this game. So every time that PlayStation will move forward with a new system, it's pretty much of a given that we'll see Astrobot on there with his own little game to introduce that new system. Right now, it is believed, the rumors are that they're working on a title for the PSVR 2. But as PlayStation is expanding their catalog game on PC, don't be surprised if we end up with a app similar to the Xbox app that we got.
Pull up Rodella's comment.
If all PS,
if all PS exclusive are going to PC, doesn't that mean PS is no exclusive anymore? It's yes and no.
I get the question because it is. It's similar with what they say about Xbox, but I mean,
it's like on this, it's all a bunch of Xbox games, but you can all install them on PC. So
yeah,
PlayStation is moving in that direction. And Sony at that point is becoming more of because that's the thing with the cloud gaming also that we really love, that we build the channel on. You're taking away the exclusivity thing and making those games available on whatever hardware you want. So by making these games available on PC, first, what's interesting about it, you're removing the limitations from the game, because all of those games originally were made with a limitation for the PS4, so they're locked, frame rate locked in all kind of way.
That's why a lot of people hate the cloud.
There you go.
So a lot of people, that's why you get a lot of hate cloud. I got friends because I got a guy that's a diehard PlayStation guy. He does not like the exclusives going to PC. He doesn't like the exclusives going to cloud. It's just consoles. That's what it was meant to be. And I'm just like, you got to understand innovation and changing. The times are changing. Games are changing. Gamers are different now. So
it's not the same as it was, 5-10 years ago. That's the thing. Technology is. PC, the technology in computers is getting close to being on par with consoles. And you're going to spend a fortune on a console to be superior to a PC. That's just the way it is.
Just bringing it back to this image, why do you guys think they're doing the PlayStation Studios? It's such a big emphasis lately because PlayStation knows that with cloud gaming, with PC gaming, it's no longer about the hardware. It's now about the games. It's about the IPs you're able to deliver. So PlayStation might no longer be a hardware company very soon. PlayStation 5 might possibly be the last gaming system from PlayStation anyone ever buys. So in the future, you might end up with that Xbox app I was showing you earlier. You might end up with the same from PlayStation, giving you the option of playing on your PC if you have a very good gaming PC. So if you want to play local, then you're going on the run. You got your cell phone with you. You load the game in the cloud with your cell phone, picking up where your PC was through Cloud Save. You have a lot of options.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's really great.
Look what Windows 11 is doing. Windows 11 is already doing that with the Xbox app because they've already stated that once Windows 11 goes live, the goal is to take the Xbox app and get rid of the Xbox Cloud, the web-based version. They're going to just basically incorporate that directly into the Xbox app that you're already using.
Exactly. Very true.
So that I mean, yeah. So I could see Sony doing the same thing. They're not, like we've said before, they're not dumb. They just don't.
You don't see a PlayStation 6 in the future.
I see a PlayStation 6 in the future.
You don't see a PlayStation 6 in the future.
Jim Ryan keeps repeating, and anybody can change their minds and change the course. I agree to that. But he's always been saying that the exclusives, the newer exclusives, is going to go on the console first. He's always quick to put that little footnote in there whenever we see an interview. I think once, I don't know, the infrastructure is a little bit more better, I would say probably after PlayStation 6, maybe we'll start, it'll be just more cloud based or computer based or whatever. But I really feel like, especially since they're working on PlayStation VR, because that's another thing that PlayStation is working on is VR. So you got to have something to hook the VR up to, unless they start talking about hooking up the VR to the PC. But they haven't started talking about that.
I'm sure there's ways of doing it. I mean, look at the Oculus Quest 2. That's already got a way to hook up to the PC wirelessly now with one of the updates. It's going to be inevitable. I don't see them working on another console because we're seeing the issues with consoles when it comes to shortages and things. Who's to say what happens if it's not just a chip shortage? What if you have multiple things that are short that we end up having a shortage of, and for a console that delays it out even further? Why spend the money trying to build another console, especially if you have a chip shortage, you have a graphics shortage, or anything?
Can I tell you
put
why?
it in the cloud then.
Can I tell you why? Because people are gonna buy it, man.
But if it takes you, if let's say they're going to put out a PlayStation 6 next year, launch it the same time they did the PS5, but then there's shortages galore for multiple pieces in it that you have to kick it back another 6 months, a year. Then what do you do? What if they can't get a hold of that? You have to go back to the drawing board to do a complete.
Look! You got some of the most smartest engineers on the planet. They'll find a way, dude. We've always found a way, bro. Always find a way. Look,
no, I get that. I'm just saying, consoles will eventually phase out. It's gonna be inevitable.
I don't think so, because hardware, they look at the Steam OS. Look at the Steam what's it called? Deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, Deck. Steam Deck. Like, people are going crazy. It's sold out. It's another hardware. People are asking for a Vita 2. People are asking for a Switch Pro. Like, people are still asking for hardware.
Go get it. Yeah. They got their Switch Pro. They got their Switch with the better screen. I mean, it's not really what I would consider an upgrade.
Yeah, people are still asking for hardware, regardless of the direction of cloud and how good it gets and how good, Stadia or Amazon, people are still asking.
Just said it right there. Just said it right there.
I don't think networks will be good enough for everyone. That's the thing. Network is improving very fast right now, but like, I know here in Canada, I think it's within 2 years, everyone's supposed to be hooked up in the country on high-speed internet. As for the US, I know there's something similar in the works. I don't know how long it will take, but everyone's supposed to be on the high-speed internet of a minimum of 100 megabyte per second over here in Canada. So there is.
I give
done.
Verdella credit for that. Consoles will be around as long as PCs are around. I will agree with that one.
And
they have been.
Just so you guys know, let's say Sony and Xbox did. There'll always be somebody else to pick up that slack and design a console, dude. Because it's money.
Hey,
people want.
Sega's gonna cut. My money's on Sega, baby. They're gonna bring the Dreamcast too.
People want physical. There is people that don't want the clouds. Let's keep it 100, folks. Let's keep it. We all love the clouds. There's a lot of people that are not embracing the clouds. There's people that don't even embrace PC. What are they going to play? They're still playing
their Nintendo.
What are they going to play?
They're still playing their retro.
I know
agree
people.
With that.
I have friends out here that hate PC.
I don't like PC.
They came back.
I got friends that hate PC.
I'm not a PC gamer right now. You know. So
it's about supply and demand, folks.
Yeah.
Remember that.
People are barely getting used to their music being in cloud. Yeah.
You got everything that runs in the cloud now. Music, movies, TV, all of it.
But people still go to the theater.
People are barely getting used to their music being in the cloud.
No more. Hell, I don't need to. The movies that come out are on the streaming services. Why the hell am I going to go to the theater? And
but people are
sit next to some whiny kids that are going to interrupt the movie that I'm going to have to throw a box of candy at. Tell them to shut up.
Black Widow the other day.
What did you hear this whole time? Oh, I can't wait till the movie theaters go open back up. You still heard that.
But now the companies are putting them in the cloud to like Marvel. I can watch a Marvel movie. I can go to the theater or I can sit at home. But if I can sit at home and not have to listen to a bunch of people getting up and through the movie.
My wife went to the theater, bought 2 bags or 2 tubs of popcorn, came home, and we watched Black Widow. And I was like, what the hell take you so long? Yeah, I don't want to watch Black Widow. Oh, you got popcorn from the theater. Oh, yeah. Bro.
Yep.
Hey,
it's an experience.
I'm too old for that movie theater experience. I ain't a kid anymore. I'd rather just sit my ass in a chair at home and watch.
That's a big one that Disney
screen.
is very strong on, because Disney is more family oriented. When you have kids, little kids, it's not easy going to the theater.
I don't want to have to corral all of them, shove them in a car and listen to them whine to go to the theater, and then drag them in there by their arms to buy. And then I have to spend I will end up spending like $50 just on the candy. And by the time I get there, the movie's half over. Yep. As soon as it starts, I gotta go pee.
Damn it, just pee right there. Damn it! I ain't getting
it right there.
No,
just get up.
No, if you pee right there, that's just say you spilled your drink.
Black Widow crosses $100 million at the box office domestically. I mean, people. There's going to be a place for both, where people are going to be like, all right, I got on Disney Plus, I'm gonna buy it there, and then people are going to go to the movie theaters.
Dude,
what's going to be is it's going to be the single. Yeah, I'm just saying, the ones that go to the theater at some point, it will be single people that are single, or if you're dating or you're married, as long as you have no kids, those are the ones that will go. Because people that have children know that is the worst place to go, because your kids don't listen, and by the time everything is done, you've gotten your candy, drink, popcorn, you dragged them all to the bathroom, the movie's over, and you missed the whole thing.
Well, I had to put my foot down. My wife was like, honey, it's been such a long time since we went to
That's
the
why
movies.
your knees are broke.
And I said, I can't. I said, look, hell no, man. I ain't going, look, hell no. I said, what the hell am I paying these damn these subscriptions for? Hell no, we gonna watch it right here. And we did. She wanted to go see Space Jam at the theater. I had to say, hell no, we're watching it here. Okay. Then I paid $20 to watch Black Widow. It would have cost me that anyway, going in there, smelling snot-nosed kids.
I should have screenshot that look.
Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom. The hell?
Oh man, the biggest market is mobile market for gaming, and you still need a hardware. You still need a hardware to play that.
Yep.
But okay, let's move on to another article
Woohoo.
that who was it, Vet, that just shared it in here.
Yeah.
What is
So
this?
Sony shared some info about sales of games. Some of them have been selling really well. And you got like Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales sold
Look at how many they
6.5
sold.
million,
Jeez.
6.5 million copies of a game on the well. It also has a PS4 version, but I think that's only for the PS5 version.
That's a lot of DLC.
MLB The Show. 2
Whatever,
million
man. I'm sitting here.
Ratchet
Bro,
and
don't
Clank,
even
though.
start. Don't even start, man. I'm sitting at 6.5 million people pissed off.
Ratchet and
But look
Clank
at
Rift
Ratchet
Apart.
and Clank a month. Yeah. Look how much
That-
they got.
This
is
game
insane.
barely came out. It's PS5 exclusive. So Marvel Spider-Man is PS4 and PS5. Ratchet and Clank just came out, PS5 exclusive. And it's also kind of a niche market because not everyone likes Ratchet and Clank. As a big fan of Ratchet and Clank, I'm going to be 100% realistic with it. It's not for everyone. It's not the type of humor everyone likes. It's a very unique game. Still across the 1 million barrier. Very impressive in so
Bro,
little time.
just wait when the sports games hit, man. Just wait when the sports games hit.
Well, that's what. I mean, and these aren't like that's what I'm saying. I mean, 10 million units, and then you look at some of the games and how much they've been able to sell, which is crazy.
Returnal, 560,000 copies. That's actually very good considering Returnal was made by Housemark. It's a roguelike.
Gran
Housemark
Turismo
was an
comes out,
indie
I'm
studio. That's coming eventually. It's 2022, I think.
Man, you just keep playing Rocket League. Shut up.
Doctor is a great
Actually,
salesman. Hey,
James Bond card just came out on Rocket League, or is about to come out, by the way. Doctor is a great salesman. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about this, Ryzak. It's expensive. But those are actually a lot of units sold for games because you have to remember a lot of people buy their PS5 just for Madden or whatever games they just buy these. So for those games to sell that much, it's very impressive.
And with the job situation currently going on, that's still a lot. Just with
I know.
intern.
Yeah.
And then you know, I mean, the Sony, man, they got some awesome sales too. If you got the EA, they got the EA sales. Hell, they got the summer sales. You get these games, some of these games at really good prices too.
Yep.
Can't believe they sold 10 million PS5s with the shortages. That's impressive. It's the fastest console ever to sell. To be honest, if you have a PS5, what else are you going to buy for the past few months? LOL. maybe not.
I just posted too.
They actually did the sell
buy.
for
There's
10 million.
They got a secret stash of them chips. Come on, man.
It's in the lighter console.
You guys, hello, Xbox. Think you guys can loan us any chips? Yeah, we ain't got no chips, man. Sorry.
They're in Jim Ryan's basement.
Oh man.
He bought them a year ago. And kept them down there.
Oh man.
He teamed up with Jeff Bezos, so that where you think Jeff Bezos is going? Telling you, just buy them on Amazon. That's how Bezos was able to get to space.
So where I live at, there's a street that you turn on, and there's a lot of car dealerships. I used to always see the 18-wheelers with all the cars stacked up on there. I hardly even see those anymore, man. Because there ain't no cars getting made.
My mom actually, she's coming in tomorrow. She actually just bought a pickup truck, and they bought the last one available at the dealership that they had on order. They're sold out everywhere because they're unable to produce the cars because they don't have the chips.
my wife, my wife, she got a new SUV right before all this stuff went down, man. So she came up lucky. So, but what's a new car, man?
I just got a new car. It's a 2011 RAV4. Very happy about the purchase, but yeah, family car and really great car. But yeah, new cars right now are a bit more rare, but no, it's good. So here, a PlayStation console exclusive Canada Bridge is Bridge of Spirits is delayed until September. We know what happens when delays are not made. So good. Take your time, make a good game.
Yeah, but if you look when it was supposed to come out, August 24th, and it's getting released September 21st. So that's not a terrible delay, though. So I mean, it could be. It could be. Yeah, I mean that. We've all seen worse delays for games.
And I mean, and honestly, I mean that's a game I have my eye on, but it's not like something I gotta have that. I gotta have it. You know, I can wait. I can wait September. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to drift my wife.
Ryzak, he said family vehicle. Family vehicle.
Yeah, man, he can't drift with no baby in the backseat.
My name ain't Tokyo Drift.
He's gonna wait at least until the child is 4, and then it's okay.
Yeah, you have to wait until he's able to support his own head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once that happens, then it's drift away.
Dr. Drift.
Dude,
it's gonna be his new channel.
I wanted to get a spoiler. I wanted to get a spoiler attached to my car, and my wife said, "No, damn it! You're gonna be 50 soon, man. I can't have you riding no like. I painted my rims." She said, "What are you doing?" I'm painting I took my tires off and stitched my rims up. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?" wait till you see the decals, baby. That's right. But anyway,
the flames make it go faster.
Look at
Dr. Citizen's dumb voice. It's from my family.
Damn. Have any of you three to Switch have played Destruction All Stars? The PS5 version.
I peeped it. I don't know, man. I'm more into Wreckfest, but I'll give it a chance.
Well, I know I shared a link. Yeah, that's one because they were supposedly updating stuff. So I was just curious if anybody had tried that yet.
Yeah, I played it. Haven't played a new update. But yeah, I'll check it out.
I'd sure be interested in trying it out because I did play the old version and I did uninstall it because it's interesting, but I thought it was boring a bit. It didn't connect with me.
Yeah, I have to agree with. I was looking at.
Is it one of those that tries to take on the Wreckfest style of gameplay?
No.
It's more like Destruction Derby-ish.
Okay.
Destruction Derby meets Fortnite meets.
Nothing beats riding on a lawnmower and running into people.
Yeah,
it's flashy. It's big characters.
That brings back memories, doesn't it?
Right. I mean, they dropped a story mode pack for all the characters, which gave it some extra content. Yeah.
I'm very interested in seeing if it does actually get better. But here's something more interesting I found, which I've been talking about for quite a while, and it's coming back to haunt us. Sony updates PlayStation Home trademark for the second time this year, and it's actually the third time. Well, I don't know if it's in the text here, but it's actually been updated 3 times this year, the PlayStation Home trademark, which is still valid until like 2028, I think. So
PlayStation VR 2, baby.
There are some rumors that they're updating it for PSVR 2. It's going to be available also without the PSVR. So PlayStation Home, if you haven't tried it, it was amazing. It was ahead of its time, and it's kind of sad that it didn't get a better attrition. But you would go on there, there was always a lot of people on PlayStation Home. So this time around, if they relaunch it, I'm fairly sure it's going to be successful. Plus, given the PS5 fast loading time, and if they put it on the cloud, probably be extremely fast as well. Because that's one of the things. There were a lot of zones to explore, and when you would choose a zone, it would take a lot of time to load, and it would break the experience a bit. So with the current technology, you explore a zone, you look at certain games, goes ultra fast. You can actually try games with a really great graphics in there. I think it'll be a hit.
Yeah.
Now, Destruction Derby was my favorite PlayStation game. Yeah, I enjoyed that game on the first PS1, the
Hey,
PSX.
Doc, I got a story for you, Doc. I'm putting it in right now.
What is it?
I got a story for you. I'm putting in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got story. Oh.
Oh, yeah. This story. It's loading. Floodgate's final release is delayed while studio
I
revamp
tried and
struggles to
tried to get on, man. I wanted to play this so bad.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that before we came on live. So I don't know if you guys tried it. I know JD did. Splitgate came out on the PlayStation.
So I just played the older version of
I
it.
played it, uninstalled it. Wasn't impressed.
You didn't like the portals?
Nah. Most of the people that were playing, they wasn't even using the portals. They was just trying to play it like a normal shooter.
I did both. It depends on the map. Some maps were not that great for the portals. Some maps were perfect for it. Like one is built like a big arena, like trying to remember. It's like really big room with some hallways going here and there, but everything is more central with a bridge in the middle. That map I used a portal plenty. There were some other maps like it was a bunch of hallways, no big confrontation areas. Those maps I was playing more like a shooter. A few maps I tried. It really depends on the map. Some maps are just run and shoot. Some other maps are very strategic with the portals. So I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. I played the PC version of it, and it was pretty fun. And I really wanted to play it, so I'll wait, see what happens.
So
yeah, see back like it launched in 2019, and I played it.
It's actually 10 million. I told you earlier it was $1 million. It's $10 million they got to invest into servers.
Nice.
Well, that's somebody. Hey, to invest that much, somebody's playing. It just reminds me of Unreal Tournament. That's what it with portals.
Mm-hmm.
Except Unreal was way better.
Yeah, Unreal. Don't compare that to Unreal.
You know what? You're right. I will say concept. I'll say concept.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, I'll just say concept.
Now that's something interesting. Abandoned. The Abandoned app preload really is live on a PS5. I actually need to get that. So Blue Box Game Studios. Still the rumor going around that is Hideo Kojima. It'll be interesting to see roll out. See if it is actually Silent Hill or. I still get a feeling that Kojima is involved in this due to too many things that are pointing that direction. Any thoughts on this, or?
I don't think he has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been out a long time ago. So I think he's working on something big, but not that.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in Abandoned. It looks creepy. It looks spooky. That back looks like when I used to live in Maryland, and that looks like my backyard. It's kind of like witches and Salem, and it looks creepy. So yeah, I'll try it out. And I love Silent Hill too, man. Even if it's something even similar to it.
Because that's the thing. At the same time that they released the news that the demo was releasing slowly, Norman Reedus actually on his Twitter page shared a picture of him, not a picture, but a video of him with a bunny that you can actually, like a big bunny suit. Somebody wearing a big bunny suit next to him, and it's a bunny suit that you can find in Silent Hill. So that reignited a lot of speculation going around.
But wait a minute, was that around Easter time?
No, it was like yesterday or 2 days ago. I would say it would be too focused on the Death Stranding director Scott and his new project.
I agree with Maker of Chaos.
Yeah.
What if it is his new project?
Oh my God, will you stop it?
No, we all know he's doing the abandoned Google Stadia game that's supposedly in the cloud
Abandoned
for Xbox now.
Abandoned.
Abandoned.
Are we gonna see Stadia in Abandoned? You'll see the Stadia logo in there.
You're gonna see the Stadia logo twist around into a PlayStation logo. Brought to you
That would be
Bye.
outstanding.
Haven Studio.
Oh
You
man.
guys are wrong for that.
Now you know someone's going to go on Twitter and post that. Someone's going to make a post about that on Twitter, and it's going to start a shitstorm. So, what do y'all
man.
think the PlayStation Now lineup is going to be?
PlayStation Now?
For next month, for August?
For August, yeah. It's coming right around the corner.
I don't think we're gonna see a big hitter like God of War yet because God of War just right on there. We might see
Godfall.
more space.
Yeah, I'd see Godfall.
Godfall actually might get on there,
Might be.
Might be.
especially
That would
because
definitely-
they're releasing the PS4 version as well of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh.
So that
Yeah.
actually could
I-
happen.
I would love to see them shock everyone and just throw a PS5 game on there.
That would be amazing.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine just the feedback from the community alone? If you had only, even if it was just one, it could be something stupid, but just throw something up there that's a PS5 only game, and just to see what the community would do. I would love to see that.
One thing I would like is if they took all the PS3 version of the games that have a PS4 version and switch it up to the PS4 version.
Yeah, that would make it. Would think it would make. I mean, I could see leaving like some of the older stuff, PS2, PS1 games, because obviously that would make more sense. But if you've got PS3 and you've got a PS4,
like The
PS4
Last of
version on
Us,
there.
where you have The Last of Us remastered on PS4. But I think that's related to the fact that they have certain hardware available in the Blades, and they can have this many PS2 and PS3 games and PS4 games, and they have to do a rotation. And until they do the upgrades, then they're stuck with that number. So for The Last of Us, they went with the PS3 version because they had the PS3. Basically, they had space in PS3 catalog possibly for the cloud. So it might just be something like that happened. But definitely,
yeah, it'll be interesting. It would definitely be interesting to see. I'm curious as to what, because there's nothing. There's literally nothing on what's going to show up for PS Now. But there has been speculation about Godfall coming to showing up there, so that it could. I don't know.
did we scare off JD? We talked about too much about Godfall, so made him want to go play.
He fell right off.
Left.
he fell right off.
JD Godfell.
Well, while we're waiting to see if he shows back up, what would y'all want to see on there on PS Now?
Godfall would be interesting for sure.
So I saw a review in my Game Informer on the Subnautica. What was the last one? They were in the ice or something, or what was that one?
Oh yeah.
That got like a 9, bro. Like a 9 in.
Yeah, I saw that. Apparently, it's really good.
And I was like, and at the time, I kicking myself because I remember. I mean, it was like $29. Hell, I should scoop that up. But I would love to see something like that on PlayStation now, or even the older version of it.
Yeah.
Rumors are that we're going back into rumors, but apparently we're seeing like pretty much an event every month happening, like the State of Play. And we know that for July it wasn't really on.
It's horrible. Suck.
Like what was it, like Deathloop, like a Xbox game exclusive to PlayStation for a year?
Believe it or not, they did, bro. Let me tell you something. It was doo-doo. It was I mean, bro, it was. They showed some games and it was like, okay. I mean, it looked, yeah. And then yes, they showed Deathloop. They showed more gameplay, but it wasn't that great, man. It wasn't. It wasn't that good.
Rumor coming around is that there was another event halfway through August, and that this one is bringing the God of War, Gran Turismo, and the PSVR 2 that everyone's been waiting for. What if it's not a State of Play and instead it's the PSX event that was rumored and actually patented?
Nope. I think they're just gonna focus on the upcoming blockbuster games. Say, give us the God of War game. We want to see something of that. We want to see Horizon. Give us something of that. Hell, Spider-Man. Give us something. Something. Let us know.
The Spiral Remastered would be great for PS Now, actually.
Oh man, yeah.
We didn't go over Judgments on there, right? Till October. What is it? October 4th.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I'm trying to see.
Pre-ordering Judgment Legend.
You ain't pre-ordering nothing. Did your wife allow that pre-order?
You know what? Shut up. At least I got a PS5 to pre-order a PS5 game, and you in front of PlayStation. So shut up.
Oh man.
By the way, don't want to throw punches, but if you're interested in a brand new game that came out on Stadia,
see, there you go. Why you hating? I
thought you was pointing. Hey, I thought you were pointing at Comic Zone. I was like, wait a minute, Comic Zone's on Stadia now?
No,
when did this happen?
You know what, guy? I'm gonna keep. Look,
yeah, but I gotta pay for it.
I gotta keep it real. It's $39.
But I gotta pay for it on there. Why I gotta pay for it?
It's like $40, and people. It's on Game Pass. It's on PlayStation Now. It's on
Luna.
It's on Luna.
But there will be that the Stadia supporters are going to make sure to buy that game and say how awesome it is, even though
it should be a free game. I'm sorry, it should be. I got it free on Epic. You mean like? It'll be there one day. It'll get there. Maybe the same day that Ark shows up on Stadia.
In a month and a half when everyone bought it.
I'm still waiting for Ark, man. Come on, Stadia.
You were going to be in a coffin by the time Ark shows up there. The PlayStation 7 will be out when Ark shows up.
Hey, when the hell is Mafia coming out, man? Good Lord.
The same time Ark does. The same time Ark shows up.
Okay, we're gonna stop the Stadia hate train over here.
Yeah,
I'm not a Stadia. Wait a minute. I love Stadia.
I'm just saying.
Let them know that.
I love Stadia.
I'm just saying. There's no word. Why do you rate games and then don't put them on there? But for all honesty, if I want to play Mafia, I'll either install it or I'll use. I'm pretty sure it's on other cloud services. Yeah, see, Maker Chaos understands. It's not hating. It's tough love.
It's tough love.
Yeah. Thank you. I like that.
Wait for it on Pro.
Somebody's got to show some tough love with the backhand.
There you go. Wait for it on Pro.
Knock some sense into these.
Nah, they would have got major kudos if it was a pro game. I'm just saying. That's all.
Well, yeah, they would have, but and it is what it is.
By the way, for control, just putting it out there, I've tried it on multiple systems, and you want to know one place where it's absolutely affordable, well, part of a subscription, and it plays extremely well. It's actually on Amazon Luna. The Luna version of control is really superb.
I will
Have you tried it on there, Ray?
I sure did, and I second Doctor. Dude, y'all, Luna. Oh my God, they're doing some stuff behind the scenes, man. It looks so damn good. Right now,
they don't even
XCloud and Luna right now is like, oh my God, what are you guys doing? It looks good.
But that's the thing. XCloud post stuff what they're doing here and there, but Luna, you really don't hear them saying anything. It's kind of like PlayStation Now. Sony doesn't say anything when they change things behind the scenes with PS Now, and Amazon's doing kind of the same thing.
Luna is still a closed beta right now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I was able to get into it for 2 weeks by tricking the system. Because I'm in Canada, I'm not supposed to be able to play Luna.
You ain't supposed to say that.
Loophole.
Bro, you got they coming after you now, man. They're coming after you now.
For the 2 weeks I was able to play
Chad,
it.
It was nice knowing you guys. This is the last episode of Cloud Station
Just for the
TV.
glass breaking.
Look, Amazon's. Look, I think I just saw a tweet
play.
from Amazon. Luna's not coming to Canada now.
Oh man. But yeah, Luna on Luna, Control was definitely the most impressive title I played. I tried a bunch of them. I know Plaguestale was also pretty great on it, but they did something special with Control on Luna. They really optimized it, and it looks phenomenal.
Hell, I even played it on my Switch, man.
But I'm not going to say, and I don't want people to think I was hating on Stadia, because there are some games on Stadia that look freaking beautiful. Red Dead Redemption 2, prime example.
I agree.
I agree. Oh, God, there's a couple of other ones that I played.
Dude, there's hit and misses. Like I was telling Doctor earlier, there's hit and misses. There's you're gonna find games that are great. You're gonna find games that are like, and then as far as like
that's on all of them. That's on all of them though, and that's the thing. And every person that plays any of them they're gonna have a different experience. What I have is not going to be the same as Ray, and he's not going to have the same experience as somebody else.
Exactly.
It's just how it goes. That's the
I mean,
that's one of the things you deal with Cloud.
I feel sorry for you, Doctor, that you can't see what XCloud like is doing, man. But my goodness.
But remember, Xbox Cloud Gaming is beta as well.
I played it the other day.
There it is.
I streamed it the other day just to show what's going on. I played it. It's actually like when there's not too much movement, it looks freaking good. And the response is great. Like I get no latency at all. Like literally no latency. But then I get lag spikes like crazy.
Yeah, but go on my channel and look at the last one I did when I played the show. I did a 2 hours, a little over 2 hour stream of a full 9 innings of baseball, and watch that, and it looks spectacular.
Yeah.
But then I could try another game that may be hit or miss. It's a beta service. It's still in beta, just like Luna is still in beta.
Porting, and it's how that game is ported over too.
Well, exactly. And there's only 2 services that theoretically are not in beta: GeForce Now and Stadia. Those are the only ones that aren't labeled as a beta.
And PS Now.
And PS Now.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 out of the 5 that aren't in beta, and you've got 2 that are still technically babies. That will get better over time, and as they get better, Stadia will continue to get better. PlayStation Now, whatever it evolves into, will be better than it is now, and PS Now has already gotten better from a year ago.
Yeah.
What's interesting?
The benefit of technology passing, that's what we're getting at.
What's interesting to look at is seeing how PlayStation and Xbox have been going at each other for a very long time. Anything one does, you can pretty sure the other one will consider doing the same. Like, okay, Sony is doing the PlayStation VR, Xbox is not doing a VR at the moment, but most of the time, like when they push something on their service, the other one will look at it, see how it's working, and if it works, they'll jump on board.
So
We
I gotta-
know that. I just wanted to finish at that point here.
go ahead.
We know that because Xbox, Phil Spencer is very loud, very chatty about what his intentions are. And back in January, in a podcast with Major Nelson, he openly said, in his word, that he wanted to do the Stadia model, and he did say Stadia. He didn't just say a model like that you can do your purchases. He wants to do the Stadia model with xCloud, where you buy your titles on the Xbox Live Store, and you play your games in the cloud. So he wants his game available in the cloud, and then you bring them to the console and whatever. They belong to you, just like Stadia. And he did mention Stadia when talking about this. Now, we know xCloud is going to go eventually in that direction, or at least right now, that's what they're trying to work towards. PlayStation is going to consider doing exactly the same thing in the future. Any purchases you have, most possibly what's going to happen is that it's going to start with the first party titles, and they're going to port games over to go to the cloud. But you can almost assuredly say that eventually digital purchases on PlayStation will make their way to the cloud within a few years. So you can carry on. I just want to finish that.
Well, I was going to say, with regards to that whole Apple thing, when we were talking about Apple and Sony, could you see, because how Windows is, Microsoft obviously with Windows and the Xbox app, where you're going to eventually be able to play your Xbox cloud games directly in the Xbox app. Could we see Sony maybe building an app similar to that, but that is available on Apple, and maybe and just update the PlayStation Now app to be like that? But what it looks like, what like the Xbox app looks like now for Windows, so I could see Sony doing something similar with partnering up with Apple, because Microsoft has already been dead set that they will not put the Xbox app on Mac OS or iOS or any of those devices. Well, at least Mac OS. I could see Sony building something to do the same thing. They're looking that way. You've got the controllers in the store. You've got this right here. It would not surprise me down the road that we see a custom exclusive app built for Mac OS to bring the PS Now over.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So a lot earlier in the show, we talked about if it's on PC, if it's in the cloud, are they actually exclusives? We know that Sony, that all those studios, like I showed you that image earlier, this is the future of PlayStation. PlayStation won't be a hardware manufacturer in the future. Maybe there will be a PS6, but in my opinion, PlayStation is now setting themselves to be a publisher and a game studio. So they're making all these games. That is what PlayStation is about.
It's
so Xbox is doing exactly the same thing.
Well, yeah, they're making their stuff available on everything. What Sony's doing is similar to what Microsoft wanted with the Windows software. They wanted their stuff available on everything. Xbox is no different. They want to be available on every device you can get as a service. They want that xCloud. They want you to be able to play your games everywhere. And I could see Sony's going to do the same thing. They're not going to be left in the dust.
But that is becoming what Xbox is about. So it's about the games. It's about making those games. That's the identity of what we're seeing right now in the future. So wherever you play your games, it's not going to be system exclusives anymore. It's going to be studios.
No,
they can still have
eventually you're going to have a PS Now app for the Roku.
They can still be not system exclusives, but still have hardware.
Yeah, they can. But I think they're moving.
Good shout, JD. I agree, Doctor. I agree with you, but I just not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying there might be a PS6. In my opinion, it's totally doable that they skip the PS6 and go full cloud, because by the time like the PS5 came out last year, so normal lifetime of console in the past has been 7 years. So that gives 6 years to develop the cloud to become widespread around the world to be usable. Now,
Yep.
just think back 2 years ago, where was cloud gaming? The faster it progress, the faster it'll go. It's not a straight line, it's a curve. The faster you progress with that kind of technology, the faster you'll go in the future. So 2 years ago, cloud gaming was basically a whisper. Like GeForce Now were doing their tests. People heard about Project, what was the name of Project Stream? People heard about, it ran really, really well, but only a few people got selected. And
Yeah.
2 years and 4 months ago, Google went on stage and announced Google Stadia, the first cloud gaming focused platform ever. And PlayStation Now was in the rear thoughts of PlayStation. They tried it. The market was not ready for the cloud, so they pretty much stopped all the investments in it. They were maintaining it, but just so that when the day comes, they would still have it. But 2 years and 4 months ago, Google announced they were going all in on cloud gaming, and it still wasn't much. You'd go on GFN, you'd have, for myself, I'd have a lot of latency back then. Now it's much better.
Oh my, yeah.
But it kind of worked. And now today we're in with services like Stadia is running very well. Luna is working really well. PlayStation Now has become a tremendous platform. You play your games in 4K. If you have a 4K monitor on your TV, not on your TV, but on your computer, and you have like a very good GPU, like RTX GPU that can take it, it does a local upscaling that looks extremely good. So you can play games like God of War that are streamed at 1080p, but upscaled up to 4K.
I will say this. I see a lot of this in TVs. I see a crap load of TVs built with apps in the future.
Yep.
That's
well, but look,
they're already doing that now. They already doing that now.
And they're going to do more. They're going to do more.
Netflix. Well, look at. I mean, you've got Facebook. Facebook is into cloud. Is doing cloud gaming. Netflix has gotten involved in it. I mean, yes, they're starting with mobile, but they've already said that that's where they're starting, but they're going to branch out.
Right. I'm not saying that cloud is not going to be a main way of gaming or anything of that nature.
But the other option,
agree with that. I feel like cloud, the competition makes the cloud get better, right? And they're going to move into that direction, right? They're going to have cloud. They're going to bring cloud to the forefront, and especially in third world countries that doesn't have that infrastructure, it's still going to be better to have local hardware. There's still going to be people that wants PCs, that's just going to hardcore game on PC. Nintendo's still probably going to make a handheld somewhere down the line. But they're doing stuff with cloud in addition with their handheld, right? So we're going to have, it's just going to be a thing where I believe where you're going to have an option to play your games. Yeah. You're going to have an option to have an Xbox. You're going to have the option to have a PC laptop to play xCloud. You're going to have an option to hook up your TV, play xCloud, get on your phone and play xCloud. But the more options, the more ways that you have to subscribe, to get somebody to subscribe to your services, because this is what we're moving into. We're moving into a service platform, and you need to have your services available wherever people feel comfortable playing your services. So the more they have, they're gonna, that's how I see it moving.
Yeah. Sir, there's gonna be game services. They're doing game services too.
Right.
Sports game are headed there right now because apparently FIFA is doing a move as well to become a game as a service, free to play. I don't remember who shared that, but like Pro Evolution Soccer doesn't exist anymore. It's eFootball, and it kind of pushed EA to do the same with FIFA. Now, are they going to do the same with Madden and NHL and all other sports franchise? I don't know.
Might as well.
We're in the age of services.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I've said it wasn't the last week that I called the show Dawn of the Age of the Game Services.
Yeah.
Last week or the week before.
Yeah.
And then it kept popping everywhere. A lot of games are switching to the service model.
Right.
Well, Paul, it's not rest in peace yet, because what they could do, you could buy a package deal and get everything. Just pay one price and get all the stuff that you need, or you just buy bit by bit.
You're just gonna have like Verizon, and Verizon's gonna sell you all the services in a package deal, and you're gonna get your gaming on. You're gonna get your games as a service on. You're gonna get your streaming. Yeah,
because you have to consider, for most people buying into sports game, the only thing they're interested about is their own franchise, like their hometown, where what the team is. So a lot of people buy FIFA and play like the whatever team they have, a local like Liverpool, or it's the only team they'll ever play, and they'll just like do the tournaments one time after the other. Well, if you get a free-to-play model and you want to buy everything, sure, at the end of the year, you might be spending like $1,000 in a game if you want to get everything that the $60 game had before. But if you're just buying your local franchise, like most people are doing, and doing tournaments and games and exhibition and doing multiplayer, you might end up paying like $20 at the end of the year, and you got everything you wanted to pay for. Plus, over the next year after, when there's the update for the new year, you actually still have the team from the year before available, plus the updated roster that you're getting, that you're paying again. But you still keep everything you got. Like if you're doing tournaments and you're getting like aesthetics and stuff that like that are unlocking, those are still in your account. They're following you. They're not in a past entry that you don't have anymore.
Madden NFL, prime example for doing that. There are people, yes, that play it specifically for all the online stuff, but there's a huge market of people that only buy that game specifically for the franchise, just to play franchise. That I do. That's the only reason I buy it. And literally, all I'm doing is I'm spending $60 to update my roster every year. That's there, and maybe they add another model, another mode that they brought back from a Madden from 5 or 10 years ago. I don't know, but realistically, I don't bring. If I had to got the Madden for free or a franchise mode for free, and all I'm paying for is to update the roster, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
They could do both. Sell the $70 package like if you were buying a game, and get a bunch of things. Not everything, but a bunch of things.
Right.
And then because as it becomes a service games, then you can push the limits pretty far as to what you can do in the game. Yeah. So you might end up with extra content that was.
Bro, there's a kid that plays for Alabama. He hasn't even thrown a football yet, and he's already 6-figure contract. Okay, these college guys about to make some money on their life. I mean, it's
that's crazy. The thing. You can add the NCAA teams in there. You can add a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
The sky is the limit as for what content you can get in there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and to be honest, like I said, I'm surprised EA hasn't already done that. And if they do, we know where they got the information from.
Right.
We better get some revenue out of that for leaking that information, that idea to them. Damn it! I need some money. I'm trying to buy a PS5.
I mean,
release Madden with the Canadian teams.
What was it? Evolution. I think I spent $5 on Barcelona, the team, man, just to get the team. And if you wanted the other teams, you could have to spend like $5.
But then you just bought 2 teams for $10, and you got a good game.
Look at Rocket League. Rocket League's a prime, isn't it? That's a free game. But how much money do they make off of all of the other stuff that you want to get? It's not things that you need. You could probably get by with just playing it, the free version. But all the add-ons and all these other extras that they throw.
All adds up.
Yep.
Right.
It adds up to more than, beyond it. So it would not surprise me if, like Madden, NBA 2K, that franchise, all of these things you start eventually seeing them just go free to play. But it's because they can label it free to play, but we all know it's not going to end.
But I'm just getting scared, man, because I don't want to see, hey, guys, you want these special NFL pink, cancer gloves? This is going to cost you $5. Oh, you want these cleats? You want these Nike cleats? Special limited edition? Yeah, it's going to be $5.
I mean, I'll skip all that crap. I don't need the fancy. I mean, it might help the 49ers win a Super Bowl, but I mean,
I'll pay if the bundle. It depends on the bundle. I'll pay like Madden. I'll pay.
Yeah.
I pre-order the highest version that comes out for Madden every year, and I buy the basic one every time. I end up backing out and buying the basic one only because I don't do any of the crap that they add in for the higher tiers. I don't do any of that. It's all geared towards the cards and the online mode.
I used to do the Madden packs and the FIFA packs and get excited, and I would get nothing. I wouldn't even get I get a sucky player, and I'm like, damn it,
$120. You spend $120 on a game and get nothing.
Can I get a gold player? No, man, I get a silver player. A crappy player.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. eFootball is launching with 18, but you still get 18 for free.
Yeah,
and then you can buy whatever team you want.
That's 8 free teams.
Yeah.
It's 18
they're getting ready to screw you guys, man. They're getting ready to screw us.
It's all going down.
It's going down.
Casuals will pay less, and hardcore gamers will pay more.
They'll pay more, but remember, Madden, EA has already announced they're going to be throwing ads in your video games. You're going to be in a football game, and then all of a sudden it's going to be third down. Oh, advertisement! You got to wait a minute. Wait 5 minutes. We'll come back, and then you can play that fourth down play.
But at the end of the day, most players, like most of the people buying in the game, will actually save money. It's more of a minority that will end up paying more.
Well, yeah. There's a select. It's a select thing that does that spends an obscene amount of money. I mean, mostly like people that buy like the NBA franchise or.
Oh, come on, man! Why you got
man?
Man,
Oh man!
Stop it!
You know what though?
Wow.
Am I upset that talk about Stadia? And this isn't a bad thing. This is about NBA 2K. I'm not upset that it's not going to show up because 2K20 was all right. They both had their made issues. They didn't make the game. They didn't update anything. They had to get hounded for any kind of updates. And half the time, if you were one of those that played NBA 2K and for like the park or whatever, where you're the online stuff, there was never anybody there. So is it really a bad thing that you're not getting a game that you're going to spend a crap ton of money on and then not be able to do anything with? Or it's going to have bugs like 2K always does?
Yeah,
that is one thing. The NBA 2K franchise is known. And it's not just Stadia. That whole franchise is known for being littered all 3 major platforms. Sony, the PlayStation, Xbox, they sell them, and then you see everybody has the issues.
They sell them. I'm getting it. I'm getting my sports games on my PlayStation.
You get your NBA, but you're going to
want to buy them.
Watch how many updates you're going to end up having, and I'm going to see you on Twitter when you're complaining that they did something stupid.
My main issue with the current model for sports game is that 1 year you buy something, you're buying a bunch of stuff, and there's DLC, not DLC, but there is microtransactions in those games on top of that. You're buying packs to get the cards to unlock the players, so you're investing a lot of money. So already
you're gambling.
The same hardcore players that will end up paying $300-400 on the free version are already doing that right now. So you already have the microtransactions in the games, but at the end of the year, you're buying the new version of that game, and you're starting from scratch. You're not transferring anything from the previous year. You're starting with a brand new game that you have to buy those microtransactions to build your teams again, to get that player from 35 years ago that made the All-Star game to be able to get him in your roster. But if you put it in a free-to-play service and you're able to get that rare player from 35 years All-Star game. You got it. He's yours. In 5
But
years,
you know what?
you still have that card of that player that you still
To
own
be
it.
honest, though, whoever came up with the concept for microtransactions was a genius because
They're making money
as
with
consumers, EA is a prime example. They know everybody complains about microtransactions. Every year a game comes out. One of their games comes out, but they know, Darren, they know that the next year the next version comes out. Guess what? They're still going to buy it, and they're still going to buy they're still going to pay those microtransactions, and they're still going to complain. But it's a year. Nobody's breaking the cycle. The only way that would happen is if everybody just stopped buying stuff. But we know those companies know that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
If a game relies heavily on microtransaction, there should not be a price tag on the game.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But that's part of the problem is the fact that there's still a price tag on some of these games that rely on that. FIFA, Madden, basically EA.
That's why I'm so psyched about Halo Infinite, which is okay Xbox, but it will be free to play, and X Defiant, which will also be free to play. Yes, they'll have their battle pass system, but I'm hoping X Defiant does that as well. But Halo Infinite, you buy your battle pass, it's yours. It doesn't expire. You can have 10 active battle pass. Well, you can have 10 battle passes in your inventory. You just activate one at a time and try to grind it to get all the rewards in it. Even if you bought it 5 years ago, it's still in your inventory and you can still work on unlocking everything in it. So for casual gamers, it's awesome. So free to play with microtransaction, like service games like that, it can be well made to be something good for consumers. It all depends on who's making them, who's delivering that.
Let me explain something, man. I bought a battle pack on this one game and I was woohoo. What did I get? I got some sunglasses.
You didn't get crap.
Okay, no, we're not talking about the same thing, Ray. Ray, we're not talking about the same thing.
I got a pair of pants.
Oh,
Come on, man.
no, man.
You're talking about those loot boxes, right? I'm talking about battle passes that you already know what's going to be in there. It's going to give you cosmetics and everything, but it's not, well, mostly not lotteries. Like if you go in Destiny, for example, that's one of them. You know that at the level like 15 in the season pass, you'll get this gun. Then level 18, you'll actually get an emblem you can change for, it will give you a random loot. But most of the nods are stuff you know beforehand. And Halo Infinite is going to go with a system similar to that. I think there's no lottery at all in Halo Infinite. Whatever pass you're buying, you know in advance everything that's going to be in it, and you're just unlocking it. And they never expire. I'm hoping very hard that X Defiant will use something similar to that it won't expire, because I really hate that I did buy some packs for Destiny 2, and then it included a season pass, which was good for only 40 days.
Mm-hmm.
So you play a bit, then you're in a hurry, and okay, I'll put that game in the backlog, play some other stuff that I'm able to just get go in and out, and eventually you go back in Destiny, and your battle pass, it expired. You have to buy a new one. Right. So everything you work towards, you lost. You lost money on this.
Now there's a lot of games that use big words like rare, legendary, and colors, and and they're taking advantage of people. And I just hope going on in the future that they change that, because there is packs that you see, when you buy the battle pass and you can look, and it's like,
loot boxes should be considered a lottery and be controlled as such.
Yeah.
Especially kids should not be allowed anywhere near loot boxes in games.
Ray knows all about that.
If you don't hold a credit card to your name, you should not be allowed to go into
that. Come on, preach it.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. The Fall Guys, you look how it look. they're marketing towards the kids, man, with these costumes and stuff.
I'm enjoying the heck out of that game, by the way.
I bet you are.
Hey, folks, Ray's just mad because he can't win at that game.
Yeah, Maker of Chaos is doing an interesting point. Any games with loot boxes should be M-rated.
I agree. I agree.
Yep.
A thematic. If it has any lottery system in it that requires real money,
I agree.
M-rated. A thematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to, I think it's pretty much the last piece of news that we had for today. This one, I saw something fast, but I didn't take time to read it. But a new studio, That's No Moon Entertainment. JD, you want to talk about it? Is it Star Wars?
Oh man, I didn't get I didn't really get a chance to read it too much.
A group of industry veterans announced that they would be joining forces to form That's No Moon Entertainment, which the logo is a couple of butts bent over showing moon in you. A self-proclaimed AAA independent game development studio.
Look where they're from, though.
What are you talking about?
The team is made up of people from. Look at the companies they're made up from.
EA, PlayStation, Santa Monica,
Infinity Ward.
Yeah, when they left,
they let go anybody that was from.
They was mooning the company when they walked out of the building.
Hey, you think
they left with more than $100 million investment?
But I'm not going to make it. I don't want to go there.
Oh,
wait a minute! From the Crossfire. Oh my god! You guys ever play Crossfire?
What's Crossfire?
Dude. Oh my god! Don't just you say the word. I can hear the commercial.
Oh.
I can hear that commercial from the 80s.
Oh man! Hilarious.
Look, you know darn well the minute you hear that word, all you can picture in your mind and hear that commercial because that was just embedded in every kid as they were growing up.
Yeah, I know what Crossfire you're talking about. No, this Crossfire was a game where it was a first-person shooter. It was not that great. Not that good.
I'm pretty sure I saw something about this. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Online game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so That's No Moon Entertainment.
I had Crossfire. Just so you know, I had Crossfire.
So did I.
My son has it. I think it's underneath his
Looks
bed.
like Counter-Strike.
Bro, I play it. I was a alpha. I had an alpha, not played it.
It hurts to talk about it.
Yeah. Just some things people need to just leave alone. Go do something else. But Crossfire, the shooting, now that was fun.
Said Nar, oh my god, Crossfire.
Yeah, he remembers. Yeah.
Oh man, I love that game.
Love that game.
Yo, so That's No Moon Entertainment, whatever. They got 27 job openings right now, and it said Taylor Kurosaki. We couldn't be more excited.
Wait a minute, what did you say? They're eating teriyaki. What?
What?
What did you say?
No, Taylor Kurosaki.
Okay.
The one of the founders.
Where does your mind at?
We talking about Trey. He's hungry. He wants some food. As he's like, I gotta get off the podcast. Oh man, he said we couldn't be more excited to bring you a singular, character-driven experience with an authentic point of view. Stay tuned for more updates and come collaborate with us.
Think they'll get anybody from Blizzard and Activision?
Hey man, look, Activision. I mean, Infinity Ward. That's part of. It was kind of part of Activision.
That's a very powerful group of people. But look, just because I'm just keeping it real, y'all. Just because you get a whole bunch of folks from different places, shut up. That I see your eyes rolling.
We ain't plugging no other channels in here.
Just because you get a group of people, for goddamn it, I want to see the product. I want to see the game. Need to see it. That's a bunch of talented people, but I still need to see what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people join forces and put out the most beautiful game, but then I've seen people join forces and put out doo-doo.
Oh man.
Still,
We will
the
see.
news I'm-
We will see.
The news I'm still the most excited about, and I'm pretty sure you guys know which one it is this one. The PlayStation Home trademark still being renewed. Bring that back. Come on. Well, pretty sure they're working on it right now.
Yeah.
Because once that comes out, especially post-COVID, that people now got more use of interacting with each other through the digital landscape, it'll be a hit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think the big news of the week was for you?
Let Vet go first.
How much consoles Sony sold? I wasn't really expecting that. I think compared to what with Xbox, and I get the whole Xbox issue with Series X, Series S, and all the other stuff, but still, I mean that's when I read the number, I had to double check it again because that was one of those that just makes you look again with everything going on in the world, and they were still able to pull out that amount. Just amazes me.
Yep.
Hunter's Arena. You can make interesting characters. That was big news for me. Yeah.
A guy with a big disco ball.
Yeah, that's news for me.
Oh,
I'm excited to play that game. Coming out soon, folks.
That's all the ray tracing.
That's why they labeled it that.
Oh man, that's what it is. I would have to say the same. 10 million global consoles sold in the midst of everything that's going on in the world right now, and amidst the chips shortages, and just that's just crazy to outpace PlayStation 2 and the PS4.
Would you call 10 million sold a chip shortage though? 10 million consoles sold.
That's why there's a chip. Hey, that's why there's a chip shortage. That's why there's one.
Mission. I call that mission accomplished.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we can go to the clouds now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, you're gonna get me killed.
Don't know if I can find it. Here it is. Sorry.
Oh, see, man.
Just to remind everyone.
See here, jerk. All right.
The disco ball.
I just put something in the chat for you.
Got to go. It's all right. We're gonna close this now. So, anyone want to bring a word before we go? Before we do the round table. So, JD, where can we find you?
JD3 MXP. Look, guys, I will probably be ending up. I can't talk. Taking a little bit of break. I got the exam coming up for the military, so I'll be, getting it in, get my study on. So you'll probably see less of me, but hey, I'll be around. Catch me on when you catch me.
All right. What about you, Ray?
Hopping around right now on one leg. I'm just playing. I'll be streaming Saturday night, Ray 3473 on my Twitch. Then catch me, Ray Sherrod, on YouTube. I stream Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays. Tuesdays I do Luna, and Sundays I do either xCloud or PlayStation Now. And then I'm on Rock Reveal I'm on CloudStationTV, and I'm also on Retro Rewind, guys, every other Sunday. There you go.
Nice.
Awesome stuff.
Sweet.
What about you, Vet?
You guys can see me, Vet Cloud Gaming, on YouTube, and I'm starting to pick back up with streaming over on Twitch as well. So under the same thing, Vet Cloud Gaming, Monday through Friday. It's just turn the notifications on. I don't pick a time. I just decide whenever I feel like going live. Otherwise, the only set ones I have are Tuesdays on Rock's Review and Wednesdays here on CloudStationTV. I will be doing Friday. I don't know if it'll be Friday or Sunday. Friday, Sunday, or Monday, I will be doing the Olympic Games on Stadia with the crowd play enabled. So pick one of those.
Nice.
I'm not sure which day yet, but I'm deciding. So I may do Monday just because I feel like everybody that has a copy of that game and crowd play is going to be streaming it Friday. So I don't really want to compete with all of that. So I might be doing something else, and I'll shift over on Monday, the last day of the free pro days.
Nice.
Make sure you use the astronaut to represent DrSpaceman.
No. I bought a special character. Lee, Cloud Gaming Dad knows which character I bought specifically for that live stream. So,
okay,
Ray, you will love it.
All right, I'll definitely tune in and check it out. I'll check it out.
Awesome. And as I've mentioned at the beginning, my mom is coming over for the weekend, so I'm not sure I'll be able to stream on Sunday, because on top of that, I got invited to a Halo Infinite technical demo, which I will not be allowed to stream. So I might be skipping this Sunday. We'll have to see. Other than that, normally you can find me on every Sunday evenings on Twitch and every Wednesday over here at CloudStationTV. So really looking forward to trying that technical demo, by the way. I'll try to let you know, do an update about
Make
my...
it bald, man.
Yeah, he's just rubbing it in your faces.
Yeah, he's just letting you know.
Yeah, I might not stream it.
He might
Even
crash
if I'm
and
not
burn.
allowed to share any videos or images, I might try to do a video just to let people know my impression of the game. So it should be interesting. So other than this, that's about it. So unless anyone want to bring anything else, I wanted to thank everyone in the chat for coming again for this show. You guys are the MVP. There wouldn't be a show without you guys. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us tonight. This is CloudStationTV. Have a good night. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh, yeah, good luck, JD.
Bye,
Good luck
guys.
with your test.
Yep.
See you all around.